go over some interesting things in this video as to why I started driving and how it's changed my life. Tell everyone hi, Tank. Tell them hi, Tank. They've all been asking for you. Want to know where you've been. You tell them hi? Huh? Guess not. Maybe. You say hi? Nope. Okay. Alright, well, good evening, everyone. We're here. We're at the house. Finishing up home time. And like I said, we were going to talk about a couple things as to how truck driving has changed my life. Things of that nature. So, obviously, we're going to go over 5 points. And I guess we'll start off with the obvious one that everyone always asks about is the money. Well, it's just like anything. With any industry, you got to put your time in and pay your dues. And you got to start from the bottom, get your experience, and work your way up. And eventually you'll either, you'll stay a company guy, you'll lease a truck, or you'll buy a truck and lease onto someone or get your own authority, which those are all different avenues that people can take. But as for me personally, the money has gotten better. We went from a job where we were moving every 6 months to keep working because it was all seniority based and everything, and constantly having to move every 6 months, and it just wasn't cost effective, and it just wasn't working for us. And transitioning out of the military into this, it was just one of those things where it worked out. We're now, this is 4 years in the making now, going into our 5th year, I believe, and we're finally able to, take roots, sit down, stay somewhere. We're not living paycheck to paycheck, and we make enough to be able to provide for all of our family. And being that I have a relatively large family and I have a lot of responsibilities, And, when it first started, I was out, 3, 4, 6 weeks at a time. And now I'm in a position to where I can come home every 2 weeks, and eventually the goal to be, semi-retired. Work 2 weeks out of the month and take the other 2 weeks off. But that's long term. Number two kind of goes and ties in with number one, is just going to be the stress in general. My stress levels have come down significantly compared to, other lines of work I've done and things of that nature. And a lot of it has to do with being able to budget and run my business effectively and be able to be financially stable. So that in turn plays into number two, which alleviates a lot of the stress for me and the family. Me and the wife get along better because we're not hurting so bad, and we're able to, make a living during this. Number three, just the places I've been and the things I've seen, travel. I've been from coast to coast, and I've been in every state, I think, except for Washington State. And I've seen all kinds of different beautiful things and wonders and traveling. And it's been a great, wonderful experience, relatively having a relative closed mind for most of the time and most of my life because of, how narrow my field of vision was. Working this and being able to travel has broadened my horizons, and I've found so many different things that I enjoy that I would have never known about, and I now had the opportunity to travel. Number four is that there's no more mundane 9 to 5. It's not working the same job the same day every day till I finally stop breathing and die and get put in the ground. It's not like that anymore. So every day's a different day. Every day's something different. Every load's got to be something different, and then there's different lines of work. You got the van, you got reefer, flatbed, oversized, heavy haul. You got a little bit of, you can branch and go so many different directions. You get bored doing one thing, you can go do another. It's a wonderful thing. And finally, number five, and what's most important to me, is the fact that I can pay everything forward. That, whereas in my younger years and being in different places in my life, I was always the guy receiving help or needing help or wasn't able to stand on my own, or this was going wrong or that was going wrong. And, now that I have this opportunity and I'm doing what I'm doing, I'm able to provide for my family. My kids don't want for anything. My wife doesn't want for anything. We live more than 3 hots in a cot, and, we're able to have stability in our life. And now I'm in the position to where I'm able to give back or pay forward from the experience that I was given and the help that's been given to me. I'm now able to teach and pass on to others, and to be able to give back and to be able to put something of value back into the community or to be able to help people is a very important thing that a lot of people take for granted and don't have the opportunity to do. So for me, that's something that's really important. So anyway, so that's a short, quick little, that's just my top 5 reasons I could come up with as to how things have changed my life. If you're already driving or you have questions as to what you can expect and what, your experiences have been, drop a comment below. Let's talk about it, or if you have any questions that maybe I didn't cover in this, let me know. We'll talk about it.